Whether you're enjoying some time outdoors or prepping for the next power outage or emergency, you might want to have a solar generator on hand. In this video, we are going to give you an impartial review when we are covering 5 best solar generators 2025 in the market, which are the best for you. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that will meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether price, performance, or its particular user use. If you want more information and updated pricing of the products mentioned in the video, be sure to check the links in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe. So let's get started. Number 1. Jackery Solar Generator 2000 Plus. Jackery's power stations have always stood out to me as being exceptionally easy to use, sort of like the iPhone of portable power stations. Their display panel is straightforward and intuitive. Their bright orange charging cables are color-coded to the power station itself. Anker and EcoFlow also do a great job in this area, but not quite at the level of Jackery. Number 2. EcoFlow Delta 2 Max 220W Solar Panel. The EcoFlow Delta 2 stood out from the competition in my testing of the best portable power stations for its overall efficiency in turning stored power into usable power, as well as its low weight and easy-to-use interface. This backs up my impression of the Delta 2 Max, which has the same battery chemistry and design, just more watt-hour capacity. If you want a power station for a solar generator setup, it's hard to do better than this. Something different about the EcoFlow Delta 2 Max compared to other power stations I've looked at is that the 6 AC outlets, as well as the car outlet, are on the back side of the power station, with the solar and AC input ports. This can be a bit of a chore if you plan to swap out cords on a regular basis, but if you're setting up a static off-grid system that you won't be fiddling with too much, it has a nicer aesthetic. Number 3. Anker Silix F2 Solar Generator. While several power stations that I looked at incorporated handles for ease of transport, the Anker Silix F2000s were by far the most useful. While the Jackery's telescoping handle never extended far enough to allow me to stand upright, it was comfortable to pull the Anker Silix F2000 by its handle for short distances. This included over very muddy ground during one of my early tests in the summer of 2023. If you regularly move your power stations more than 50 feet at a time, then the ease and comfort with which you can maneuver the Anker Silix F2000 makes it a smart choice. After testing, I can confirm that the wheels on the Anker 767 Powerhouse are more than capable of handling muddy conditions. It's lugging this unit up and down stairs that's not as much fun. After testing, I can confirm that the wheels on the Anker 767 Powerhouse are more than capable of handling a variety of rugged terrains. Number 4. Bluetti AC60 Plus Bluette HD PV120 Solar Panel. Something you see over and over when you're looking at the fine print on power stations are reminders to protect them from the elements. Rain, dirt, and dust can wreak havoc on the ports and inner workings of these devices. For those of us that love the outdoors and plan to use these devices camping or overlanding, this is a bit of a conundrum. The Bluetti AC60 is one of the only power stations I've tested that is rated to fully protect against dust and water jets, i.e. rain. Note that it's not water resistant to the point that you can drop it in a lake. I tested the Bluetti AC-OWN 180 as part of my test of the best portable power stations. While I wasn't overly impressed with that unit's performance relative to others on the market, it fared well enough, such that the AC60's unusual weather-resistant bona fides pushed it over the line into my top camping pick. Number 5. Anker Solic Cone 1000 Solar Generator. Whether you are living in a small apartment or a crowded house, there isn't always a lot of space to stash gear that you aren't using daily, including emergency gear. Despite the petite size of the Anker Solix Cone 1000, it's a surprisingly powerful power station. It can handle a hardy solar input load up to 600 watts. It can also put out 2,400 watts at 120 volts, which will allow you to power most anything from a fridge to a CPAP machine to a microwave. I needed 2 different power stations to test portable solar panels from Anker and Lion Energy because their solar panel connector types made it difficult to mix and match. Testing the Anker Solix Cone 1000 solar generator against a similarly sized setup from Lion Energy,